portrait, and we'll be doing the accessory here and the clothing. So it's just the black clothing, so it's going to be easy. Um, it's really not that hard. You don't have to detail every uh, stone here. So what I did is just first lay out the base value, the shape, okay, just to make it like the shape that you want it. So here it's a little bit flat, so it's like a tapeworm that rolls here and then becomes thicker here. Why did I use a tapeworm as an example? Okay, that's the benefit of using brush because you can erase it easily. Excuse me. You can use subtractive technique much more easier. It's just right now just color or shade our arm here. This arm is distant and of course it's been blown out, so you don't have too much definition over there. Okay, so now we do the darks. You might be tempted to use your pencil and color the darks, but well, we can do that. It's going to make it harder for us to use subtractive technique. So it's so much better to just be patient and and when you're using the brush, there's this natural, like automatic uh, blur that's there. It's much better to work with the blur than a sharp edge. We can always like sharpen something once we're certain that we want that edge to be hard, but soften an edge is harder, especially on paper like this and charcoal. If we use our pencil immediately, that's actually going to make us our work slower. It's better to just slowly build up our shade here. I guess something's wrong in this area here. Could be the moisture, and if that happens, you can always use a hair dryer to just dry that area. But unfortunately, once you've already added pigment to that, and while it's wet, it's just gonna bury itself deep into the paper. So sometimes when that happens, it's just impossible to fix. can erase your heart's content, but it's not coming off because it's very deep within the grain of the paper and the paper itself. You know, you don't need to be patient when you know what you're doing is the way to go, right? And you enjoy it. So being patient is like exerting additional energy, preventing yourself from becoming frustrated, but just enjoy the process and you'll avoid being patient altogether. You'll just be relaxed and you know that what you're doing is the quickest way. Of course, depends on your style. If you want expressive, then you'll have to plan out your painting beforehand. Create like samples where your strokes are going to be, where you want your splashes will be. I tried the technique, though I like it. I really like that. I really admire that type of work, but I realized it's not for me. So it's like I think the universe, God, or life itself. I think we're not meant to be able to do every style because if we can do it, then we'll be bored with it, right? So if we can do everything, we won't have space to admire and be pleased by some artwork, right? So I think it's best. You can try it, but if it's not our style, then it's really not our style. Like I met this guy. He was a boyfriend of my friend, girlfriend, friend who's a girl. He was a foreigner, and we were talking about art. And he asked me like, "What's your style?" And I said, "Realism. I really like to make Blizzard style, cartoony style." And then he showed me his work, and his work was like the Simpsons style, like that, like weird. It looks very simple, right? It looks so simple, but the design principles in those is really more complicated than we think. It's not like a South Park style like that. So they're like so easy to look at, but they're really not when you think about it. When you seriously want to create character and a world that fits your like this cartoony style, and it's a unique style, right? And it was really hard. So at first, that time I was naive, ignorant, and I was too focused on what I want. So I didn't need additional information. Like I don't need people to show me like this is your style, and I have to work on this now. I have to study this now. I don't know if you guys are like that too. Like when somebody shows you something, you kind of become interested. You just want to try that. No, let me try that. Let me try to do that. It's not about pride or ego, or it's just a genuine interest. You just want to try it, right? You want to pick up something in that style, in that process, in that learning process. So anyway, looking back, I thought, yeah, we're supposed to have our like native, like our natural way of depicting something, and then what others can do would then be like something we admire or aspire to. If it's not this way, then we won't be able to appreciate each other's work. We'll just be like machines, right? Like we can do everything. There's no more fun, no more interest. So people who are looking for their style, actually, it's a good way, but don't focus too much on that. Like it's gonna distract you. It also works with digital mostly because while I was doing digital in the past, I was always trying to copy somebody else's. I was trying to learn the style, the most popular style, like, and that like made things more complicated than it should be. It should be like I should have stuck with my own style and just develop that. Like you don't have to think about that developing your style because it naturally becomes more efficient, more powerful, more expressive, right? More in tune to what you evolve, right? But evolution always comes from uh, being stress, putting yourself through process by experimentation, just simply by being inspired about something that can and will influence your work. And it's not like when you're talking about realism or photorealism or I don't know what you call that. It's not like that subject is narrow, very simple. It's also very broad subject. There's also a lot of skills in there that we can explore, right? So every style has its own is its own rabbit hole. Gonna lead you like through a maze. Nathan Fox. Is that how you say his last name? Nathan Fox. 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 Focus. He has like this digital modern style approach to. That's his vision, right? That's how he sees things, and that's feels right to him. He's not forcing that. It's just the way when you listen to him. the way he teaches. It's like it's very natural to him, right? It's like it's just how I draw. I just do that, and that's good. Well, me, I cannot think. Oh, so how long should I like shade this so that I can achieve this proper, correct shape? And again, that's I'm trying to mix. What's happening there is I'm trying to mix my way, the way I see the world, the way I perceive and understand the world, to how he represents the world. So it kind of conflicts. Like I don't think he's thinking about the minute details of the angles and the shapes there, how smooth that is, how I don't think he's thinking about that. He's just thinking about the depth, the set, uh, value. He's thinking, before he works, like he knows the value of the values that are present in the work. Okay, so I don't want to use this tissue to wipe off that section there. There are like granules of charcoal there. By the way, I it's not very widespread in our community, in your community, but the Logitech C920 webcam, Logitech that's C920. Again, that's Logitech C920 webcam. When you have PC, I don't know about Mac though. I don't know. That's gonna allow us to stream or record our artwork, our work so much better than using phone. So it's been like what 4 years since I was looking for a way to record that's not too expensive. Like I don't need an without breaking a bank buying a DSLR camera. I think people should know. If, most of us artists are like young or we don't have the budget, right, to buy a DSLR, DSL. I think people should know that. You should know that. Maybe someday you want to stream your work or just record it, for posterity's sake, or for the sake of preserving something. Your work doesn't have to become popular or something. I mean, in the past we don't take photos and then just or videos, home videos, and feel sad because nobody's watching them. We just do it for our own pleasure. What was that? Like it's a modern phenomenon that now that we have lots of ways to record, lots of ways to stream, broadcast our stuff, instead of you know people enjoying what only a few were able to enjoy in the past. Like right now, it's very convenient to record, stream, so easy just to share or to save moments in your life. And as an artist, I think these are moments. Who knows, right? It doesn't have to be important, it just have to be fun for you. And sometimes doing this, like recording yourself, is adds a different layer of experience to when you're just working like alone. It's like there's no energy. There's a different kind of energy when I'm just working alone and I'm live. It's more of an experience for me than becoming popular. I'm just gonna cut this off anyway, so it's not important. And you can always do something like this, like let's look for a tissue. Like this, a tissue. Then let's pick up some charcoal here, our box, and then just rub it in like this. It will be much more quicker to fill in darks and create shapes. But it has a different texture to it. So
love or that we saw, I feel like the more you start to love yourself and the more you start to appreciate yourself, the more you will bloom and attract more than butterflies. You feel like a lot of you are currently manifesting a lot of positive things to come into your life because something about your mindset has changed. Something about your mindset has changed. You decided to leave the old ways behind or leave the old people behind. Again, it's all about the mentality I feel that's changing here for you, that's allowing you to move forward with your goals and make progress. And for some of you, you could be also traveling, you could be also moving. Whatever is happening right now could result into you moving as well. So I feel that that number two, that's what I have for the reading today. That's such a beautiful reading and hopefully it's resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye. And the beautiful number three, thank you guys for joining this pile and this is going to be a reading for today about what is something new that's ready to come into your life. So number three for your card today, guys, will draw to card number three, which is your energy. Okay. And we also have blue crystal. So welcome to your reading. I hope that you're doing well today. We're going to get started with your message right away and let's see what is this new thing that's ready to come into your life. I will start with the tarot cards today, but right away I want to say I'm getting a lot of almost like this peaceful energy showing up for you. I'm hearing the word rest or peace, tranquility for you probably. So let's see how this fits with your cards that will come out. Please get messages from commentary. What's something new that's ready to come into my life? Oh, wow, the chariot. Okay. Chariot's about moving forward. It's about making progress. And we see the hangman in reverse here. So I sense it's
I don't
something
want to add too
getting
much
unstuck on.
background because
For those of you who felt drawn here, you're getting
our
unstuck.
subject is too flat.
Okay,
So
we
it
have the
would be
Queen
best
of
if
Wands.
the
Some of you have the
background is
Eight of
just flat.
Swords with the creative block. Okay. I feel like I know why I was hearing that word of like peace or tranquility. Because I feel like some of you maybe felt like
Having some
let me just
noise
see the last
is
card.
also
Okay, the King
acceptable.
of Pentacles. So I feel like a lot of you maybe felt like you have like this block with either like vision or your career, how to move forward, like how to make certain changes to either improve maybe your income or improve your art, your creation. Maybe some of you felt so like creatively blocked. You
Just
didn't know
random
like
textures
what to
there.
do, where to start. Um, but if you felt like there was like this almost like mental creative block, I feel like I keep hearing from you already, you're getting unstuck. You're getting unstuck. You'll be able to move forward. You'll be able to create. And I see a lot of wealth also coming in for you. Like, I feel a lot of inspiration, um, but also a lot of financial gain is coming in your life, is ready to come in. So I see you making progress in these areas of your life, in your creative process, and also your income. Maybe these two are related for you, right? Maybe they go hand in hand for you, and your creative energy is also dependent on your income. So I do feel like you have maybe feeling like mentally um, just a bit stuck with this. There is this almost uplifting energy in your mind that's just going to let the creation flow again. Interesting that you also have the moon energy here. So you guys feel like maybe some of you have been going through this period of just maybe feeling a little bit confused or just not having the clarity, but I do sense that that's what's coming in. I'm going to take two more cards from this deck for you. Let's see if we can get any more information for pile number two. What's something new that's ready to come in? Okay, we have the Four of Swords with Sanctuary and Rest. I was
I
in
think that was
exactly Four of Swords in your
better
pile. This is crazy.
left
I
uh,
was hearing the
unified.
rest and
Let's just keep
I
that
feel like,
thing there.
every so when you have been feeling like frustrated because you are like, I don't know, like why can I not think of it or why can I not do it? It's like I'm trying, but it's just it's a bit frustrating because if you are kind of feeling like restricted or stuck in one way or another, whether it's like with your creative process or maybe not knowing what to do in order to make the progress happen. But I feel as you come to answers and you come to conclusions and you're able to see this move forward, you're able to see, maybe the money grow or the audience grow or the creation, start to unfold more naturally. Uh, it's only natural that it will give you more peace of mind and just rest. I feel like some of you have been struggling with your sleep. That's also will be that will be also getting resolved. And I also see like a lot of you having more free time. That's also coming in. And we have the Five of Cups with hope and readjustment. How interesting! Hope and readjustment. Yeah, with the Five of Cups, some of you have been maybe experiencing like
I
maybe
darken the
certain things that
background
you
too
tried in
much,
the
it's
recent
gonna
past
make
didn't
the
kind of
skin
work
tone, like
out. It
the
didn't work
dimensions
out.
of the face
There might have been some
flatter.
opportunities that fell through,
And
or
since you're using this
you may
photo
have rejected
that's
from something and it
really
just stuck
flash
in a way and
photography,
feeling that I'm not moving forward, I'm not moving
we don't want
progressing,
to
what's happening
add too
here.
much.
But there
We
is
can
this
add
new
noise
hope
though
in your life, right? And this
in the
readjustment.
background and
I feel like the right thing is also coming in your life because whenever the Five of Cups shows up, yes, certain things didn't go our way, but
create
we have
this
to
tension
remain positive. This gives you a
and
reminder that
contrast
it's not
by
the end of the world. And um, maybe in that time, that was the best opportunity that was presented for us. But what if there's something better out there waiting for us? So it's there to remind us, to not get so stuck with things that don't work out and just say, okay, it's not the highest good. Let's move on. Let's keep going. Something better is coming my way. And I feel like
yeah,
that better option is now showing up. That's what's ready to come into your life. So if there's certain things that didn't work
intentional
out for you,
randomness.
remember that something better is coming to replace them. We have winter with unending, recharging, and reflection. Also, you're just stepping out of winter, and maybe throughout the winter period, if you see this reading when it comes out, it is timeless, but most of you will see it when it comes out. I feel like maybe throughout the winter period is when you felt like you couldn't make progress, when you felt like you were still like stuck in the same place. And there's something about as the winter is ending, um, I feel that this is when the change will be coming in. Let's get one more card. We have love in reverse. Obscurity and feeling lost. Yeah, I hope that's really pronounced obscurity and feeling lost. So chemo in reverse, I took you again as you exit this winter period, you have power, courage, and strength from the energy. I feel as you exit the winter period, more hope is coming in your life and more clarity in regards to your life's direction and how to move forward. Okay, what else? We have dream. Okay, so a lot of you maybe felt like you lost in regards to your dream. Maybe you felt like you didn't know how to make progress, how to move forward. Again, there's that energy of being stuck here for you, but just know that this new thing that's ready to come into your life, I feel get out of this energy and start to make a lot of progress. So I'll leave it to be. I feel like that's what I have for your reading today. I hope this resonated with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I need to look for my pump. I use a certain type of pump. So I don't want to blow my mouth into that. I use this. I don't know if I can find it right now. It's like this. But I found the pump, but it doesn't have the tip. The minnow? The minnow? What are you doing here? What are you guys doing here? Mm-hmm. Oops. What are you guys doing? No peeing here. No peeing, no pooping. Mm. Okay, come na. Guys, come. Come, guys. Let's go. Come, come. Yeah. Come. Yeah. Come on. Come. Come, come. Come na. Mm. Very good. Are you hungry now? Nag-eat naman mo, di ba? Ah, sorry. It's the cats. I have this, but you used to have this like thing here. Just gotta have to look for it later. It still works though. It still works. Let me try this. This roll of paper. And use that as our tip thing. Kinda works. Yep, it works. You can also use like old shampoo bottles or alcohol bottles. So let's do the base first, and then we can then use our hard eraser later to just emphasize what we need to emphasize here. We're actually creating shading here just by subtraction. If we do this detail like one by one, it's going to be crazy. This can also be applied to, you know, oils. Um, is this acrylic? I'm gonna break up some of the shadows here just to make it looking natural. Hyper realism is something else. There's like photorealism, there's like realistic. There's things like lots, different styles out there. Some may attract you, some may not, and that says something, right? There's something about that, right? Why does something attract us and some things don't? We say because it's just a reflection of ourselves. Like we see a part of ourselves in somebody else. Like it's like falling in love with someone. You're actually seeing something in them. Like it could be like something that you used to have, like you used to be like that, or it could be something that you still will be like. It's a different type of attraction, right? Some people are attracted because of your potential and what they can use you for. Like they can see your bank account or they can see your beauty, your face, how lustful your face is, or something like that. How juicy your lips are, how you're going to be so enjoyable to be with. So it's like something can take from you, and then there's an attraction that's like something else. It's like uh, something about you that draws them in. It's also another thing, another way, like in terms of attraction, because you want to ruin, like avenge a part of yourself, and this person like kind of represents that. For example, you hate your dad so much, and this person kind of has the traits of your dad, and then you haven't forgiven your dad, so you're kind of attracted to them in that sense, like you want to avenge yourself for something, or you want to overcome that person through that other person. So there are different types and reasons why we are attracted to something or someone. So it's a bit tricky. Like, why are we attracted to certain art style or a certain artist? So like Rembrandt style, it doesn't like he just layers the white on. Like for example, the thick stuff, he just layers it slowly. The highlights are last. It's the same way here. Want to keep it random, but not not too random, not too organized. So our eyes are really, our brains are really good at creating, establishing patterns, like correcting patterns. So we can't. It's hard to create the true random that looks beautiful. So our brain can like autocorrect certain things. So he wants to create order, it wants to create pattern. Okay, so now we're at the highlight section. I just want to emphasize the lights here that it should be lighter at this part because it's flat, right? It's not like slapped horizontally. It's like flat like this on her neck. So I want to keep that by just adding highlights where it should be when something is at a certain angle. You can always like shade this again, like shade it again with charcoal and then just do it all over again just to create another layer. So it's going to be more layered, but that's sort of different. Uh, Maybe fur or other stuff. I don't want to keep it too uniform though. I learned a lot of this by through painting that lion. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's just on my shorts, I guess, because it was a long time. It took me a long time because it was huge. It was a huge, like 30 inches by 28 inches size painting using acrylic, and it was a lion. So most of it was creating something like this, starting with the base, because it's fur, right? I'm sure there's an easier way to create that. I have since become traumatized with fur by just having to go through that. Kind of traumatized me and exhausted me so much. And my hope there was, if I can finish this, I could sell it like that. So it wasn't really good that it didn't sell, that nobody even, you know, looked at it. But it's here. I'm using it right now. It's in my shop, and I want to frame it someday when I have someone frame it. Just have it for my own. It was a grueling, like I think it was 3 months, I guess, or 2 months straight. I was like working on it because in hopes of getting something out of it, like just a small, maybe how much is that? $800 maybe? 800, 500. It's fine, I guess. $500. So I see this guy on YouTube, on Facebook, and he's selling like these paintings of animals, and I thought I could make one better and sell, but it doesn't really work like that because this guy has been like featured. He's been featured on like local television here, so people kind of have this attached uh, value to his work because of that. So that really helps. Things like that really. help you sell when you're like you have at least like been featured somewhere. It's I don't know. It's part of human psychology maybe. Like it's not about the work anymore. It's more on who created it. So even if it's just random sketches, like random stuff. If the guy who made it is popular, and people would still buy it. They would clamor to get a copy. It's a different thing. Like when you're feeling like pity on an artist, and then you just buy a print of his or her, or not just buy one painting from her because you've seen it too much on YouTube or Facebook, and you kind of feel pity that nobody's buying, and you're hoping that you can help her, sell more by buying from her or buying from him. Depends because it's really different. I haven't been exposed to that really, how that works, and there's there's a couple of people on YouTube that's talking about it, and it's weird. I don't trust them. Like I feel something weird about them. Like there's this family that claims to sell all of these paintings like yearly. They do this, they paint that, and then they sell it. I really doubt that they do that. Yeah, it's a strange feeling. Like my intuition is like a spider sense is telling me that not all of this stuff they're doing is actually true. Maybe they can fool kids, but something about them, it's about the way things are that you can see in the videos. The effort they do, they the effort they expel or they spend telling people how lucrative they are, kinda tells us that they're not, right? Like nobody does that. Like only like networking products do that, right? Like our products sell, so buy our products, become a member, and you can sell too. Just get your checks, break your bank, sell your house. It's a scam. It's a goddamn scam. So it kind of feels that way. I'm sorry. Maybe they're true, but come on. If you're selling that much, like, you're not gonna tell people. You're not gonna have like a course on how to sell. Like if you're selling that much paintings, like why would you have? Why would you create uh, competition? Like we all know that you know in the world of art there are only like really few people who really like become your patrons, like patrons, buy your painting. Some of them are like have a crush on you and they want to get closer, so they kind of buy your paintings, no matter how huge they are. 'Cause they think you're pretty, and this rich guy just thinks that sooner they can invite you to dinner because you have bought so much of your painting. Kind of weird. And sometimes it's not about a painting anymore. And that breaks an artist's heart. But some people just some people, some artists really don't care about their art. The art is just a platform. It's just a way, like it's just there. Uh, uh, the means to present themselves. So the product is really themselves and not the art. And that's fine too, right? That's fine. It's like a celebrity, especially here in the Philippines. Like if you're a celebrity, you can create like a music album, and if you're like okay enough, then people appreciate it. But it's not really your music that they love; it's you. So some people on in YouTube also do that. It's like that's why they say don't stress about your art and just show up. And most of their advice becomes like a personality advice, like how how to be a celebrity advice. And this aura. Some people have this like, really an aura that attracts people, and you don't know why. The way they talk, the way they present their posture, the way they look at the camera, or is it just their destiny? These are the things that I wonder about. And I think about while I'm washing dishes or boiling hot water, boiling water, waiting for the pot to boil. So I think about this stuff like, whoa, why? Why do we have different paths? Like, why can't just, let's say, let's do an experiment, right? So we have 10 guys, same, almost the same level, beauty, same, everything. They're not really, there's no like huge difference. Then their personality, of course, is going to be like different because they're different people, right? So we have 10 of these, like, let's say girls or men, whatever, and we give them, like all of them, we give them the same script. They use the same lighting, same studio to record, same, everything is the same. It's just them. The different thing is them, just themselves. Their dress the same, their makeup the same, everything's the same. But the person is what makes a difference in these videos. So the experiment proceeds. Every one of them create the video, create everything. They start from zero, and you know they have a script, and then the rules are you can like ad lib or add more expression or whatever, just as long as you're following the thought of the script. So it's like selling a product, right? Going out door to door, selling the same product, same peanut butter, homemade peanut butter, same packaging, same everything, same cause, same reason. Like, okay, this is for a school, this is for a cause. Like it's the same. Then why is it that some people get more sales, some people don't? Why is that? Is it luck or is it something else? Is it destiny? Is it fate? Is it karma? Is it manifestation? These are the things that keep me up at night. So far, how it looks. So I'm just gonna cut this off here. Keep it like in an A4 format. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. Okay. I'll think about it. I think about it. All of these story patterns, all of this. And YouTube is more entertainment than educational. And education, when presented as entertainment, is much preferred than like kung fu lesson. So in school, we're like it's not really entertainment. We learn by pressure, by necessity and pressure. YouTube, it's all about entertainment. You're getting entertained and learning something. Okay, okay. Ah, I'm gonna fix some of this hair later on because that's gonna take a little more time and some tweaking. So now I think this is good. Uh, We're in good hands here.
Three reasons why Japan is the safest country in the world. First, if you buy an iPhone in Japan, you will not be able to do one thing, and that's turn off the shutter sound, so every time you take a picture or video, it makes a sound. They do this to prevent creepy activities and to protect people's privacy. Next, in Japan, you will find no staff stores like this where you can buy clothes. These stores only have cameras to monitor your activity. You can purchase and try on clothes according to the price list. So when you found the perfect piece, you can use this bag and pay with your phone. Lastly, in Japan, people don't lock their bikes because the theft rate is very low. That's why you'll see unlocked bikes and cycles everywhere. Three reasons why Japan is the safe.
Kids grow up to be how they are raised. So in Japan, they're raised to respect people, and here in our country, it's like violence, even from teachers. Teachers are violent towards their students, so kids are gonna learn violence. Okay, guys, I'll just catch you next time. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, uh, I'm having second thoughts in certain areas here. I should just clean this up, maybe. Part here, maybe later. I'll rest my brain first before it farts. Okay, I'll catch you guys next time, and hope you have a nice Sunday. Bye.